November, Monday. Some people say kids aren't going outdoors enough these days. If I went outside every day, I'd boil. In December, we're going on holiday. I haven't gone on holiday in years. My mum says it's a place I haven't gone to before, but she won't tell me where. First of all, I don't like that she isn't telling me. I want to see the website and find out anything about that place. The good thing is my friend Rowley Jefferson is coming with us. Really? I did go camping last year. That place was too old school for me. I just hope the place we're going to doesn't have a made-up and insane farm that everyone is scared of. When I walked to school today, as always, Frigley was out in his garden. When I played Sunshine Tag, Frigley is homeschooled now because the teachers couldn't handle him. I better make the most of my time here because this year's my last year of middle school. I wonder what I'm going to do with these things after middle school. I want to survive high school with a journal that looks like a stupid diary. Speaking of diaries, guess what Rowley said to me today? I'm getting a diary too. Cool, huh? Man, I couldn't believe Rowley got another diary. He's got rid of his sweet secrets diary, which is way too girly. With Australia being a clone of me. He's a weaker clone of me. I didn't realise how hard I could punch now. Rowley seemed hurt, so I helped him up. I need to help my friends I have now so I can get more friends and become popular. If I leave this place with like 4 friends, I'm not going to be remembered. Rowley said he's going to get his diary on Wednesday, so at least I have time to tell him what to do with the diary. But I think it goes in one ear and out with the other with him. Wednesday, today Rowley got his journal. When he showed me the cover, at least he didn't copy the covers of my journals. Diary of an awesome friendly kid. Trust me, he may be dumb a lot, but that cover is smart, apart from the fact he never draws noses. I don't want him to write about bad things I sometimes do, so I got an idea. When I went to his house, we went upstairs and he got his diary. When he did, I said, that could be my biography. You might think my journals are biographies, but these are autobiographies. Rowley is coming to my house for a sleepover on Saturday, so I should get ready. Last time he went to my house for a sleepover, my little brother, Manny, ruined it. Speaking of my brothers, I have an older brother called Rodrick. He has a band called Loaded Diaper, but it's really not that good. There's someone in Rodrick's band that Dad hates. He's called Bill, and I guess Dad thinks he's too old for Rodrick, or he just doesn't like him. Morning, Mr. Heffley. My mum actually enjoys Rodrick's music, which is impossible. His music is like a screaming goat and a screaming parrot mixed together. She got Rodrick said, though. We don't have any pets, but we used to. Another summer, we had a dog called Sweetie, but we gave that to Grandma. We also had a pig, but it got lost. If we get another pet, I tell you, we won't let it go. Saturday. Today, Rowley came to my house for a sleepover. Rodrick teases me when Rowley comes over, and sure enough, he did that today. Having a play day, Gregory. He always calls me Gregory when he teases me. When Rowley got here, he showed me his teddy. He is called Carrots. I didn't say anything about it. Mum said we could imagine the room better if we just slept in the basement. I told her we could just sleep in my room, but she acted as if I never said anything. We played on Rowley's iPad until we went to tea. After tea, we played some more, and then we went to bed. Then we had to go to bed. I told Rowley about a wolf man. I didn't think he believed me, but I think he did. To be honest, I got a bit creeped out by it too, so we hid. The thought of a wolfman being here wasn't pleasant. Just as I was going to tell him the wolfman was fake, something made me change my mind. Bang, bang! We dashed out there and ran up the stairs, but it was hard because we were trampling on each other. Rowley was going to tell Mum, but I ran to the bathroom. Because he's too wimpy, he followed me. I locked the door and waited. We didn't know it was Rodrick at the time. In the end, Rowley got sent home early. I bet he was happy to find an excuse to write in his book. Today, Tuesday. Today, elementary school, middle school, and high school were closed due to road fixing. Mum made me go to a kid's 6th birthday party. I had no idea who he was, but Mum said I knew him when I was younger. She told me he was Tevin Larkin, and I knew exactly who he was. Luckily, Rowley had to go there too, so I wasn't the only middle schooler there. When we got there, it was quiet, to say the least. I had no idea why nobody was there. At least, not them. We didn't want to go to because Tevin is super hyper. Tevin's mum said we were going to do spectacular activities. The first activity was to watch a movie about a guy who could turn into an eagle, lion, tiger, etc. I was already starting to regret coming here. When the movie was over, Tevin said he wanted to watch it again. I thought that was stupid, so I told his mum that we didn't want to watch it again. Well, that made him go mad. He was getting out of control, so we ran into the back garden when he wasn't looking. It was cold out there, but there was no way we were going back to get our jumpers. We ran into the back of the garden and hid. After a while, I heard some footsteps. I thought it was one of mine or Rowley's parents coming to save us. But when I heard a growl, I thought they might have a dog and it was going to eat us. Then I realised it was Tevin and he was trying to track us down. I saw him and then I went for it. I hope Rowley remembers me to thank me for that later on. We went to the other side of the garden where a ditch was. Luckily, Tevin found us and he was acting weird. He was acting just like the guy in the movie who could become animals. He was growling and snarling, which was really annoying. Then out of nowhere, he ran at me, but then Rowley did something I had to thank him for. It turns out there was a hornet nest in there, and he fell on it. He told me he got 12 stings, and 2 of them were in his mouth. Once again, he got sent home early. I'm just glad I got sent home early too. Thursday. Unluckily, middle school was open. Today, me and Rowley went to where the cheese was. In our first year of middle school, no, sum up. Me and Rowley made our own comic called Zooey Mama. I made a comic too, but we got angry at each other because Rowley's comic got in the school paper. We got into a fight, but some bullies came and made Rowley eat I finally got it down. They made Rowley eat the cheese. There, I said it. Tap, tap. I'll never forget that day. Some other people came to us. They all seemed to know why we were here. I thought I had a big shadow, but then I realised someone was behind me. When I turned around, the person was gone. I heard him running and I saw a blob. I couldn't quite see who it was. When we were looking around for 10 seconds, I saw there were 3 people. They pushed us over and then I saw who they were. Look at these little babies. Hey. It was a high school one. Man, I completely forgot they were not off. I completely forgot they were off. I should have known because Rodrick was in that high school. Then again, I don't know when he is. They said they weren't there to do any harm and they were just mediators. Oh, the high school principal was really dumb if he chose them. I hope they don't do any harm, though. I really hope they don't have their lunch here, because believe me, they'll put some cheese there. Friday. I thought the bullies weren't going to be here today, but I got my hopes up. A jummy worm! They don't know what they're supposed to. They don't know they're supposed to be friendly towards the little ones. I'm glad they don't know how wimpy I am. They seem to remember Rowley, which must be really uncomfortable with him. For him, I asked the guy with a hat how he got his scar. He said he got it from a tiger. I didn't believe that. I also asked him where the other guy was, and he said he was ill. Not like I couldn't believe that. Today at lunch, I saw Rowley was writing in his diary again. I just hope he's not ripping me off, because if he gets famous from copying me, I'm going to be angry. I always say I'm going to be rich and famous, but Fregley is getting popular. I'm getting less and less popular, and I hope that changes quick. Because if things are staying how they are right now, I'm in danger. Great. Today was Saturday. Today was Manny's birthday. I tell you, I did not want Manny to be 4. The older he gets, the smarter he gets. And with his knowledge he has now, I can only dream of what lies ahead. Not the teeth. He seemed excited to be another year older because he jumped on me at 5 a.m. Manny seems to be friends with me now. And I know that because he loved the picture Mum took. Rodrick got up at 9:30 and Manny was not happy. After that, we went to a place I had no idea would ever be made. A place of a certain comic that me and Dad hate and Manny loves. I don't know why we came there. Me and Dad were looking at each other. The worst thing was Mum convinced Dad to enjoy the comics. The rides were, I can't even describe them. It just got worse from there. There was a show. I'm not kidding. A person probably like 6 years old was dressed up as LC. And the worst part, sing along. I didn't say a word. After the song, we had food. You wouldn't be able to guess what it was shaped like. I can't even describe the rest. I was so glad to leave. When we got in the car, I remembered Rodrick never went to the park. He had a good idea to stay in the car. Tuesday. Oh, now I know where we're going on holiday. Mum showed me the website today. It's a place called Sandals. Well, at least it's not Habblestraw Farms. I'm just concerned about Fregley. He's getting a lot of attention. He's probably in the top 10. We went to a farm today. There were loads of animals. A few of them I don't actually know. But I think some of them are mutated. If you just look at them, you'll know why. Tap. I went over to the shop and you'll be able to guess who was there. We took the pig back home. Manny was cuddling the pig the whole trip back because he did win it. I could only think of the time when he threw up my candy. The guest room is the pig's room now, so once again the guests, apart from my friends, get to choose the room they sleep in. Friday. Today when Mum was cooking, a little creature came to visit her. Ah! Fake spider. Mum is arachnophobic, or however you spell it. I put it like that because Greg is like, he's not going to know the spelling of that. So even a tiny spider gives her the heebie-jeebies. Honestly, I think my life is too boring. Hey, if you're some person who does news reading this, you're probably really bored by now. Trust me, you don't have to read Rowley's journal. So to make my life more interesting, I made a YouTube channel. Greg World, 2 million subscribers. I hope to get 2 million. I showed Dad my channel, but he said I was doing it all wrong. He got his phone and showed me his channel. It was a channel called Yad Rad. When he said that, I thought Manny made that name. But it turns out his channel was kids about Manny's age. No. That's wonderful. Unluckily, we need to put on a school play. Believe me, I don't want to do another school play. In the 6th grade, we did The Wizard of Oz. I was so glad for it to be over. Now that I'm here, I better say something I didn't say in my first channel. Mum chose the play. I didn't say it because it was my first one, and I thought the people reading would get angry that they had to play it. Anyway, we're doing the play we're doing is called Luca. Apparently, it's about a kid. It's about a kid who's a sea creature. No, apparently it came out this year, and it's about a kid who is a sea creature, but also human. Like last year, they showed the movie. I just hope this one won't be a failure. Monday. Mum, today our teacher was telling us how to do a diary entry. If I did it, I'd say, don't make it girly. But she said we had to do Dear Diary. Well, I didn't really like that, but at least it wasn't too far. But then I just died. Make sure to put love inside. I exploded. I was about to tell her that she had to rub that off, but then she had told us we had to put on our emotions. In recess, I was trying to find Rowley, who I haven't seen since Friday, and I looked in the hallway. You wouldn't believe what I saw. I thought I was hallucinating. I tried to run, but the person grabbed me. Then he whispered something I won't forget, at least for now. I have Rowley. Then they just left after that. Unluckily, recess ended just then, so I'll have to say tomorrow. The reason I do this diary on here is because it's easier to do more on a page than less. If it's A4, it's bigger than a small diary. Anyway, today I told my friends the story. They seemed to enjoy it, but I'm not too sure they believed it because they went back to playing Among Us IRL. Why not? It was the exact same time yesterday when I called them question mark. When I went to the exact place yesterday, same place, sure enough, I saw question mark again. This time they had me. This time they told me I had until Friday to save Rowley and my friends. Then I rushed outside since I had a tiny bit of time to spare. I thought Sharag would be my first suspect, no pun intended, suspect. So I grabbed him and took him with me in a room. I started asking questions about Rowley and if he had a suit to be bigger or whatnot. He told me Rowley like going to a hill, but it would take 3 days to get there. So that's why I'm waiting this. So that's why I'm waiting this inside a tent in the middle of the forest. Where's Sharag? Go. Wednesday. Today the walk was much longer than I thought. Sharag brought a tent. It takes 2 minutes to get up and down. So that was handier than I said that takes 2 hours to get up and down. The way I see it, this is practice for December. When we go on holiday in a few weeks, I'll be ready for the outdoors. Me and Sharag are in a cave and we want to get to a mountain. So that's unlucky. I just hope a question mark isn't following us because I don't need another stalker other than the wilderness. Boom! I don't know why I wrote that. But my brain is getting fizzled for walking 6 miles a day and getting more things. I don't even know why I'm here. Thursday. Today, we got halfway up the hill. I bet question mark isn't even here anymore. We're just lucky to be alive. So many things that are here could hurt us. I guess we'll have to carry on. Not too much really happened today apart from walking. Friday. Today we reached the top. There's an ice crystals thing that it was in. When I got in, I saw a question mark with his hood off. I slowly approached him and then made him jump out of his skin. I never would have dreamed it was Rowley. That's crazy, I know. He said his family went on a hiking trip, and he said the things like I have Rowley were just tricks. Well, I've never heard a trick like that. After that, we got a helicopter home. I didn't like being that high, but at least I was delivered home. And I'm glad this thing's over. Sunday. Today I made my first YouTube video. It's called Spicy Pepper Challenge. Tongue was burned. This video has got a lot of views, so I thought I could do it. The main plot of the video is I tell everyone to like and subscribe, notifications on, blah, blah, blah. And then I tell Rowley to come here. When he did, I gave him a really spicy pepper, but I didn't tell him it was a spicy pepper, not a fruit. So when he bit into it, I had to chuck some water into his mouth. That didn't work, so I gave him a bottle of water with ice to drink. After that, I gave him 2 ice cubes to eat. That seemed to stop his mouth from burning to dust. So I told everyone to like and subscribe, and I stopped the video there. You could say I'm a bad person for not telling Rowley the pepper was spicy, but I thought he'd know. Then again, he is Rowley. Tuesday. Today we practiced our play for the first time. Trust me, I'm 13 years old, and I don't want to be doing a play about based on a movie for 6-year-olds. I guess teachers think kids care about age restrictions. I mean, Tevin likes Five Nights at Freddy's. Anyway, I got put as Luca, which was just great. That's the reason why Rodrick is going to come. Luca's the star of the movie, which might make it so good to be him, but not when he would be in elementary school. I thought I could mess up my lines, but the janitor gave me a dirty look because he saw what I did last time, so I just tried to do to my mouth. I just hope Rodrick doesn't come, or he will never stop talking about it. December, Thursday.